think, Engelberg, it's gonna be your father.
Bullshit.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, director James Gunn confirmed that Chris Pratt really did drop the orb by accident. Pratt stayed in character and finished the shot, which became one of Peter Quill's most hilarious moments in the movie. In Weird Science, Robert Downey Jr. plays a high school bully who, along with Robert Russler, dumps a red Slurpee on the main characters at the mall. While the Slurpee part was planned, the handshake between their characters afterward was made up on the spot. In the movie adaptation of The Lord of the Rings, there's a humorous scene where Gandalf bumps his head on the doorframe while entering Bilbo's hobbit hole. This wasn't scripted, but Ian McKellen played it off so well that director Peter Jackson decided to keep it in. In The Graduate, the famous ending with Benjamin and Elaine running off together was meant to show them laughing on a bus. However, due to exhaustion and director Mike Nichols' urgent demands, Dustin Hoffman and Catherine Ross's faces showed growing terror, which ended up being perfect for the scene. In The Sound of Music, Julie Andrews accidentally tripped during the musical number. The director kept it in because he thought it added to her character. In It's a Wonderful Life, during the wedding day sequence where George and Mary's honeymoon is put on hold to stop a run on the bank, there's a great moment of improvisation. Ms. Davis approaches the desk and asks for $17.50 instead of the scripted $17, as instructed by director Frank Capra. Surprised, Jimmy Stewart improvised by kissing her on the cheek.
All right, Miss Davis.
Could I have $17.50?
Bless your heart, of course you can have it. You got 50 cents.
In Home Alone, there's a scene where Kevin visits Santa. When Santa gets into his car, it unexpectedly stalls. This wasn't part of the script, as he was just supposed to drive off, but the actor stayed in character, making the moment feel natural and fitting for the scene. In The Avengers, Robert Downey Jr. humor led to a big change in the post-credits scene. Originally, it was meant to feature Tony Stark giving a heartfelt speech after the Battle of New York. Instead, Downey improvised a line about trying shawarma.
I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
The producers loved it so much that they added a new scene of the Avengers quietly eating shawarma after the battle. In The Birdcage, Robin Williams' slip and fall during the shrimp scene wasn't planned. He genuinely fell, causing other actors to struggle to hold back their laughter.
It's okay. We're all right. Waiting for go! Go! She'll be in a minute! Go! Damn it!
In Dazed and Confused, when Matthew McConaughey says, "Watch the leather man," and starts laughing, he was actually high in real life. He recently revealed this in an interview with Howard Stern. In Under the Skin, Scarlett Johansson's creepy and lethal character lured and seduced men into her van. Many of these men weren't actors. They were filmed with hidden cameras and only told afterward that a movie was being shot. In Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman farted for real in the phone booth. It wasn't scripted, and both his and Tom Cruise's reactions were genuine.
You fucking fart.
Hard.
In Die Hard, the scene where Uli pockets a candy bar was improvised by actor and stuntman Al Leong. Writer Stephen E. D'Souza noted that it added depth to the character and ensured him a longer life in the movie. Uli, who was previously set to die early on, became one of the last henchmen to perish. In a scene from Buster Keaton's Three Ages, Keaton attempts to leap from one building to the next, but misses. The miss was unintentional, but he thought it was funnier, so he designed the rest of the gag around the mistake. In Captain Phillips, the medic in the infirmary scene was a real Navy medic named Danielle Albert. The director instructed her to treat Tom Hanks as if it were a regular military exercise. The entire sequence was unscripted and improvised. The most memorable scene in The Wolf of Wall Street might be the sequence where Matthew McConaughey and Leonardo DiCaprio meet for lunch in a restaurant and end up beating their chests. Surprisingly, this wasn't planned at all. The chest beating was a warm-up ritual that Matthew McConaughey uses to prepare for scenes. A speedboat unexpectedly crashed into a police car during a chase sequence. Since no one was hurt and the accident looked dramatic on camera, the scene was kept in the final film. In Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio flubbed a line saying, "Lie over on the bed, the couch," and looked visibly embarrassed. The director thought his nervous reaction felt natural and left it in the movie.
Over on the bed, the couch.
In Speed, Keanu Reeves accidentally broke the glass on a bus door during a scene. The unexpected break added a touch of realism, and the filmmakers decided to leave it in the final cut. Similarly, in another take, a female extra's skirt rode up while being lowered from an elevator, exposing her thong. Though unplanned, the wardrobe mishap was kept in the movie for its authenticity. In Stripes, Bill Murray accidentally hit himself in the crotch while loading a woman's suitcases into a car. His genuine reaction, saying, "Oh my God," was so perfect that it made it into the final film. In The Princess Diaries, Anne Hathaway panicked and threw water on an actor whose arm caught fire during a dinner scene. The flames were supposed to extinguish in an ice bucket, but didn't, making Hathaway's genuine reaction a perfect addition.
That's their princess.
In Scream, Matthew Lillard ad-libbed the now famous line, "You hit me with a phone, dick," after accidentally being struck during the climactic fight scene.
You hit me with a phone, dick!
The unscripted moment became one of the film's most memorable lines. In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Beverly D'Angelo grabbed Chevy Chase's crotch during a SWAT raid scene. This unscripted move was done in one take and became an unforgettable moment in the movie.
Welcome to our home.
In The Stuntman, Steve Railsback struggled to break through a screen door that was supposed to be pre-cut. His improvised frustration and yelling were so natural that the filmmakers kept it in the final version. In RoboCop, Sage Parker's character was not supposed to fall during a New Year's party scene after kissing RoboCop. However, the stumble added to the humor of the moment, so the filmmakers decided to keep it. In Red State, Stephen Root genuinely stumbled and fell when startled by John Goodman's intense performance. His reaction was so authentic that the director decided to use it in the final version of the film. In True Lies, Jamie Lee Curtis slipped and fell during the climactic dance scene due to exhaustion from repeated takes. The filmmakers decided the accident added to the scene's charm and left it in. In Bad News Bears, Engelberg accidentally broke the windshield of a car with a baseball during practice. His improvised comment about his father paying for the damage made the moment even funnier and was kept.
I think, Engelberg, it's gonna be your father.
Bullshit.
In Field of Dreams, Ray Liotta hit a baseball directly at Kevin Costner's feet, smashing into a bag of balls. Costner had to leap out of the way, and the filmmakers loved the timing of the accident so much that they left it in the film. In The World Is Not Enough, Pierce Brosnan adjusted his tie underwater during a high-action boat chase. This suave, improvised gesture fit the James Bond persona perfectly and was kept in the movie. If you know any more bloopers, or if I made an error, please let me know, and I hope to see you in the next video.